How did I make $250,000 on my first year in sales while seasoned pros struggle to hit six figures? Sales is tough. Many people assume that the more experienced you are, the more money you make, but I was able to break that myth in my first year ever selling. When I started in sales, I was just like everyone else. Cold calls, endless emails, and very little success. I saw seasoned salespeople struggle to close deals, and it made me wonder, what was I missing? I knew there had to be like a better way or a smarter way. I spent countless nights researching, testing these different strategies, and then I stumbled upon something that changed everything. The truth is, I just took the fast and easy option most salespeople choose to ignore. So now I'm going to show you what that is so that you can do it too. And it's basically a 4-step process I call FART. It's an unfortunate acronym, I know, but just stick with me. I promise it's gonna be fine, okay? Before we move to FART together, essentially, let me show you the reason most salespeople will spend years making little to no money in sales, having a tougher life, becoming a slave to the quota, and fail. Here, we have 2 different sales reps, and the amount of marbles in each one of these jars represent their income. Rep A spent the last 5 years hustling, making enough to scrape by and cover their bills. Yay! Rep B, on the other hand, spent a couple of weeks working smart, finding the right opportunity. Their income isn't massive yet, but they've started making moves like automating low-value tasks and focusing on their efforts on other higher value activities. This allows them to concentrate on closing deals and bringing in more revenue while working way fewer hours. Now, here's the crazy part. In a year, Rep B will be making 10 times more money than Rep A as a result of this approach. But why? Well, let's just say that both of these reps are in the same niche, high-ticket remote sales. It's a very competitive niche, but Rep A went out looking to land any sales job they could find. They applied to various positions, hoping to get as many offers as possible. One day, they were selling, software. The next day, they were selling insurance. The day after, real estate, all in the chase of that higher commission check, right? Rep B, on the other hand, didn't have any prior experience, but knew they needed a strategic approach, and they asked themselves, how can I find the best opportunities that offer the highest potential for growth? And also, how can I provide value to these companies without having any experience? They only focused on those opportunities. What that meant was they only pursued high-value remote sales jobs with companies that had top-notch products and services and were known for rewarding their sales teams very well. And that was it. But how does that make Rep B more money? Each of these shiny marbles is a different color. The colors represent different problems that clients have. Rep A's clients have a variety of issues because Rep A kept taking on the wrong opportunities, selling products that weren't great. Rep B, however, became very skilled in solving one big specific problem. What that means is all their clients have the same pain point in common. This is where the money is made fast with fewer hours and less effort because Rep B found the right opportunity that allowed them to maximize their efforts. The thing is, if you want to make a great income, you need to be in the right place with the right product. Rep A's clients all have different problems because Rep A kept taking on any sales jobs without evaluating the opportunity. Essentially, like this scattered approach means their efforts are diluted and their earning potential is limited despite putting in 10 times the amount of work, right? So, but worse, because Rep A is not an expert in any specific area due to constantly switching products and industries, they struggle to build trust with their clients even when they encounter potential clients who need their product. Those clients are hesitant to buy mostly because they haven't seen consistent, in-depth expertise from Rep A. As a result, Rep A often loses sales, which diminishes their earning potential and makes it even harder to succeed. But not only that, Rep A gets a lot of negative feedback from the clients they have because their solution not only, resonate with them very little, but also it seems to be like a giant cash grab. Like this is why many salespeople face chargebacks and refunds when they try to push products that aren't a good fit for their clients. Clients can sense when a product product isn't truly tailored to their needs. It feels like the salesperson is just trying to make a quick buck, right? I mean, imagine if I suddenly turned around to you now and said, hey, pay me $20 and I'll give you a haircut. It wouldn't make any sense. It's not what you're here for. Meanwhile, Rep B, who has not only focused on one big problem, is selling products that are 10 times more expensive and closing 10 times more deals because their clients know and trust them for solving the biggest pain point they have. I guess not only that, but because Rep B has spent so much time addressing this one big problem through their strategy sessions, they've become exceptionally skilled at it. As a result, the products they sell deliver much better outcomes for their clients compared to what Rep A is selling. This means they get a ton of testimonials, great results, and happy clients, which in turn leads to more sales. The best thing about Rep B is they're not trying to compete with the best salespeople in the world or mass clients or general products, so they can spend less time chasing leads but still go a very long way. I mean, Rep B's approach allowed them to focus on high value clients and products, leading to impressive results like making $250,000 in sales the first year, right? So how can you find the right opportunities even with zero experience? Let's talk about the F in fart so you can get this down, all right? So throughout this video, I've been hammering home one thing. First off, you gotta find the right gig. That means spotting companies with killer products and a solid reputation. Don't settle for any old job offer. Find a place that invests in their sales team and gives you top-notch training. Skip the places selling weird stuff like snake insurance. Go for products in hot demand like high-end business software or something else. Pick a company with a product that solves a real problem is key. The bigger the problem it solves, the more people will want it, trust your pitch, and buy from you. For instance, I crushed selling Amazon FBA training when I started. First month ever I sold, I earned about $7,000 in commissions because it was exactly what people wanted and the product was actually good. Another sales rep I know nailed selling some on their online coaching product, making over $100,000 in commissions in less than 90 days because everyone needed what he offered, right? The next part of or acronym that I'm going to stop saying right now, it's simply to assess the potential of an opportunity. Once you've done this for a while, you're going to start recognizing patterns showing which opportunities are the most promising and will likely make you the most money on the long run. You'll find many opportunities, but sorting through them and eliminating the ones that are shitty is key. After a while, you'll have an epic amount of momentum built, which is going to help you land the perfect position, right? Now is the time basically to reach out to the best ones once you have nailed that down. That could be through direct outreach, emails, text messages, or social media, for example. My favorite one and the most effective way of doing this was through short Loom videos, 45 seconds or less, right? Start simple and scale up. Make sure the video addresses a significant problem your target company has in a very specific way that yields clear, tangible results. This approach is crucial because they will recognize its value and be eager to talk to you, right? Then what happens is you have multiple offers to choose from. Now, I'm not going to go into how to choose the right offer because this is kind of different for each person, but I would recommend getting very clear about what you want though, because it simplifies this part a ton and it's the best place to start for anyone that's new to this. Then after that, you can technically just stop and skip the T in fart. Well, I think we need to change the narrative here because the last part of our acronym for me is the most important. When you do this, you're going to find the best opportunities and it's going to make people not just notice you, but I guess go out of their way to give you a shot because of how different you appear from everybody else. So let me explain. I had zero sales experience and finding a job felt almost like impossible, right? Most companies didn't want to talk to me and give me a chance because, I don't know, I was new and I kind of spent all my time on job boards, Indeed and other platforms and with recruiters that were literally a waste of my time. Then I discovered a smart way to bypass all the typical job hunting headaches and it was like finding a hidden treasure almost. It was like having a personal guide who knows all the best opportunities and directs you straight to them. They didn't just point me to random places. Instead, they led me exactly where I needed to go. I reached out to these companies in a very unique way, and the response was basically incredible. I couldn't, in a million years, even like imagine something like that happening. Companies started basically noticing me because they saw I was different just based on the approach I took. Before I knew it, I was landing interviews left and right. It just felt like having a VIP pass that opens doors to exclusive opportunities. But you know what? Like, how did I manage to find these perfect opportunities so quickly? The secret was a tool that made the whole process incredibly fast. Before, I wasted countless hours on job searches. With this tool, in less than a minute, I had hundreds of options in front of me, and I wasn't just another applicant. I was the one they wanted, basically. That to me is what was missing in the typical job search process, and I found a way to fix it because I got a lot of positive responses. I decided to share this method with my friends and colleagues, and I even made this video to help others like you find great job opportunities too, right? So I don't know, just like that personal guide who goes above and beyond, I stood out to these companies by doing something unexpected. When you surprise potential employers with a unique approach, they remember you. This is what makes you stand out from the crowd, from the competition, like in this competitive job market, because nobody's actually doing what I'm going to share with you. So what was the tool and how did I use it to make $250,000? Well, here's what I did. I triggered algorithms on purpose by searching terms related to the industry I wanted to work for, mostly on social media, YouTube, and search engines like Google. This led me to being bombarded by ads in those industries. I then used the Google Chrome extension called My Ad Finder to capture the company's advertising in that particular industry using my Facebook profile. This is super easy to do. Just download the extension, install it, and run it while you're scrolling through Facebook, and voila. After that, I sorted through these companies to find the ones with the best reputation, meaning companies with good reviews and with clients that are actually getting results, okay? Next, I found an angle to add value to them. For example, if a company was struggling with their sales funnel, I would point that out and suggest specific improvements, almost like something that they might have overlooked. This showed I cared about them and was ready to bring value from day one. Another time, for example, I noticed a company lacked social media presence. So I created a couple posts they could use, just plug and play, to boost their engagement. This proactive approach made them see me as a valuable asset even before I became part of their team. I'm not going to lie, sometimes finding how to add value to a company took a little while, but if you skip this step, you won't hear back from any of these companies. Trust me on this one. Then I used Hunter.io and social media to find the right point of contact at the companies I decided to reach out to. And of course, those companies were the one that I could add the most value to. And finally, I crafted a personalized Loom video, 45 seconds or less, and sent it to the person responsible for hiring for that company. Make sure that the video is not long because people are always busy, so make sure to keep it short. If I didn't hear back after maybe a day or two, I repeated this process across different platforms, different vehicles of communication until I heard back. The results, they saw I cared, which made them more likely to hire me. And most job seekers don't do this. That's why they struggle. So if you want to land high-paying sales jobs, forget the traditional methods. Create your own path, become known for adding specific value, and it will get you tons of interviews. The thing is, once you land some interviews, what do you do to make sure you get hired? Well, the good news, it's not that hard, and this method I talk about will show you exactly how to do it.